IRS tax forgiveness is very possible, and here's how you can go ahead and make it happen. First, get together your snapshot. This is a year-by-year breakdown of the tax balance, the tax year, the tax interest and penalties, and the total amount you do owe to the IRS. What you should be reviewing, and ask yourself, what's the reason why I do owe? The reason why you have to understand the root cause is for you to prevent future problems. If you have a future problem next year, the year after that, or the year after that, whatever you're doing now is going to be thrown out the window. So as an employee, fix your W-4. If you're self-employed in business, you haven't made deposits and you need to make deposits, make them. They're quite easy to make. You don't even need to log in information. Check the caption and comments how you go ahead and do that. Now check your attitude. As your attitude is, I'm going to fix this now and do whatever it takes to fix this, if so, then you got to be mentally prepared to do so. But if you're kind of nonchalant about it and say, nah, I'm okay, I'm good, I really don't care about fixing it right now, that's a wrong attitude to have, because it's going to take some really hard work for you to put it all together. So this approach is called the totality of the circumstance. And the key factor next is you want to see when the IRS automatically would reduce it down to zero automatically. It's not a myth, it happens. They do it in 10 years. 10 years from the moment you owe the money, the IRS writes it down to zero. It is such a key aspect to every tax debt case that we're facing. Technically, of course, it's called the CSED, Collection Statute at Expiration Date. It's the technical term used at the IRS and amongst tax professionals. Owing for multiple years, every year has its own 10-year write-off date. So here's the part of the evaluation. If the 10-year mark is right around the corner because you already owed this money for like the last 8.5 years, the IRS only has a year and a half to collect, so be it. Maybe the offer and compromise program, if it comes to calculating a financial settlement, is not the right tax relief program. Maybe one of the other financial programs might be the non-collectible, the partial pay installment plan. But before we get there, upon your review of the snapshot, you would want to review maybe there's a certain procedure that occurred, an examination or audit that you never participated in, or you went through an IRS CP 2000 you never responded to, or a tax year you just never filed and the IRS filed for you as a substitute for return. Maybe you could do one of the reconsideration programs and refile whatever needs to be refiled, provide proof of what needs to be proven, and therefore you could prove your doubt as to liability, or in other words, the reconsideration program, meaning that you do not owe the taxes. So that's the long-term solution. But what happens if one of those didn't apply? Evaluate. Maybe it's unfair to hold you liable for your ex-spouses. Then you would want to evaluate the Innocent Spouse Relief Program or one of the other equitable relief programs out there for you regarding fairness. You have special circumstances, offer and compromise, whether you have the ability to repay your taxes because of life circumstances is unfair for you, you would want to consider the Effective Tax Administration Program. Now, next on up is financial hardship, which is one of the biggest players when it comes to IRS tax forgiveness. Because if you still have a long ways away from that 10-year mark and you qualify for financial hardship, then offer and compromise might be on your radar to go ahead and submit. If it's right around the corner, then definitely not, because a failed offer and compromise program would extend that 10-year time frame. Also, if it does get accepted, there's a 5-year probationary period. So if it's right around the corner, one of the other financial hardship programs do exist currently, non-collectible and the partial pay installment plan. So tax forgiveness programs definitely exist. So your GPS guide is the totality of the circumstances to see what path is the right way, the right program for you to proceed with. My name is Sergio Melendez. As a power of attorney, as an enrolled agent, Juris Doctorate, I have personally resolved hundreds of millions of dollars on behalf of my clients regarding IRS back taxes. I do provide a free case review. You could call 24/7 to book the case review, or you can comment IRS tax forgiveness. My team will reach out and we'll coordinate that free case review.